1,000 years before Europe discovered Africa, there was a desert superpower that taxed Saharan caravans, that negotiated with sultans, that fielded armored cavalry across the dunes. Then, poof, it's barely in your schoolbook. This was the Kanem-Bornu Empire. Imagine the shores of Lake Chad as the center of gravity, not the edge of a map. Number 1. Kanem-Bornu ran for almost a millennium, longer than Rome's Western Empire. Number 2. Mai Idris Aluma signed treaties with the Ottomans, and built roads with guest houses in the 1500s. So why don't you hear this name? Here's what they didn't tell you. Our textbooks orbit the Atlantic coast, but power inland. Kanem first, then Bornu, controlled the choke point between North Africa and the Sahel. They taxed salt. They taxed natron. They taxed slaves. They taxed horses. They taxed textiles crossing the Sahara. Their kings, Mai of the Safua dynasty, ruled from capitals like Njimi and later Ngazargamu. The evidence isn't hidden, Arabic chroniclers recorded it. Travelers like Leo Africanus hinted at it. Ibn Furtu wrote a campaign chronicle. Aluma modernized everything. Trench fortifications around towns, ironclad cavalry, camel corps, standardized grain storage, diplomatic letters to Cairo and Istanbul. He turned Islam from court religion to state backbone. Judges, scribes, contracts, while still navigating local traditions. And when enemies came, Bulala raiders from the east, Tuareg from the north, he didn't just repel them, he reshaped the map. I make these because history should feel like discovery, not detention. If you're into buried empires brought to life without the noise, join us, hit subscribe, and let's keep going. The empire's long arc is wild. It begins as Kanem, east of Lake Chad. Around the 700s, the Bulala Wars force a pivot west Bornu, where the dynasty rebuilds. That pivot saves them. By the 16th century, Bornu is back on top cavalry in quilted armor, muskets acquired through Tripoli, fortified market towns anchoring trade. They issued standardized weights. Caravans paid for protection along roads Aluma maintained like lifelines across sand. So what killed a 1,000-year machine? Not one blow. Attrition, Lake Chad's shifting shoreline strangled farms, new Atlantic routes siphoned wealth from the Sahara, internal succession fights cracked the dynasty. Then a final shock, Rabi az-Zubair's gunpowder army toppled Bornu in 1893, only for European empires to carve the region days later. When the borders changed, the storykeepers changed, and Kanem-Bornu slipped off the syllabus. But it didn't vanish. Kanuri speakers today, palace mounds near old Ngazargamu, Ottoman archives with letters from a Sahel king. These are receipts, and that's the point. If a 1,000-year empire can be edited out, what else are we missing? Comment time. What should I dig up next? Mali's river navy, Great Zimbabwe's trade web, Benin's bronze science. Drop it below. This is buried but true. We remember together.